Today we are reading Mortis's Secret Letter, a secret letter that was replicated using the power of Orynyx, sent by the Holy Maiden of Yannisopolis to a priest. The letter describes the sender's calm analysis of the political situation in Yannisopolis and their concerns regarding the hidden threats facing the world. This collectible can be found starting from the Archive of Prophecy Space Anchor in Sanctum of Prophecy, Yannisopolis. It is found in the secret chamber underneath the Archive of Prophecies. To Codex. Forgive me for not being able to share my feelings with you face to face. I have noticed a lot of new faces among the Holy Maiden's guards recently. Though they have not started to limit my actions yet, they are flies in the wall that I am certain are reporting back constant surveillance to Donelio and his followers. The majority of the priests and officials who I got along with have been removed from the temple and posted as envoys to other cities, and my contact with civilians is under strict control. Donelio's party is currently doing everything they can to weaken my influence. Though I bear the lofty titles of High Priest and Oracle Maiden, I have no right to speak on most matters, and I am left with empty titles alone. If there are any officials or higher-ups in this great city of Yannisopolis, the so-called origin of the tripartite prophecy, and the holy city upon which the Fate Titans lay their gaze, who still hold devotion to the gods, I fear it is just the two of us. One more thing. In this time of war among the Titans, where Nicodor has trampled Georios into the ground and hounded Aquila across the land, many people whose cities have been destroyed have traveled far to request a prophecy from us. I have looked into visitors we have had from the Outlands over the past century and discovered that we have not received any envoys from the most distant city-states for some time. These cities would have been along the warpath of the savage god. I sought prophecy from the Titans, and the response I received was that these distant small states were annihilated long ago. The Fate Titans revealed the name of the culprit long ago, the Black Tide. The destruction of these city-states was different to those destroyed by Thanatos or Nicodor. Though these two gods are brutal and merciless, there would always be survivors left to weep for the dead. The entire civilization would not simply be wiped out overnight. However, with the Black Tide, it was as if the city-state was torn directly out of the ground of Amphorius. Almost no survivors remain, except for the heavenly blessed state of dragons and waves. That's why we have so many voices in this world that resent Nicodor and curse Thanatos, yet very few report the devastation of the Black Tide. This bias has caused the very city-states to overlook the threat the Black Tide poses. What's more, I did some research on the warpath of Nicodor, and there is one question that I cannot get off my mind. In the past century, why is it that the Lance of Fury has seldom turned their destruction on city-states in the center of Amphorius, and spent their time roaming those on the very outskirts? It is said that Akama is under the protection of the omnipotent Kefali, but I have an absurd hypothesis. Nicodor, the Mad King and the savage god held in such disdain by the people of this world, is actually the guardian that protects us from the Black Tide. I fear this villain that destroys all city-states in their path is simply trying to drive people out of areas that are doomed to extinction, just like the story of the Moonbreaker Geocles. There can be no doubt that it is just a matter of time until the Black Tide becomes the greatest threat to Amphorius. However, looking at the chaos that Yannisopolis has now descended into, I worry whether people will be able to regroup and face the threat of the Black Tide with the necessary tenacity once the Calamity Titan's threat pauses. The world needs the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates to guide its future. She must be the envoy that carries a true prophecy to rescue this world, not just a puppet used to placate the masses. Donelio and the others are growing bolder in their actions by the day. I fear I do not know when they will make their move against me in Tribios. Of all the priests in the temple, you are the only one that I trust, Lord Alkalite. I am willing to entrust the authority to pass on the Holy Maiden prophecy to you. In return, I would ask that you watch over Tribios should I ever become unable to care for her, and create a hidden escape path inside our secret room in case of emergency. May Yannis reveal the path ahead for you, for me, and for this world. Mortis.